Good morning, everyone. So, haven't posted in a while, but that's because it's been very busy for me, and I just haven't had a time to come out here and do stuff with my garden and the pond and all that. It's also been extremely hot, so that's another thing that's kind of acted as a deterrent for me to come out here and do anything because it's so dang hot. But as you can see, this huge plant that's kind of taken over the entire compost garden is a cucumber plant, which is cool because I love cucumbers. And I just discovered that there are some that are growing. I'm not sure what variety of cucumber this is. This was just one that I threw seeds down. I don't know if you guys remember, but I just pretty much sprinkled a bunch of different varieties of seeds that I had in this area just to see what, if anything, would grow. And this is kind of the result of that. So it looks like the cucumber is the thing that took off the most. I'm probably going to have a ton of cucumbers. Right now I'm just trying to go in and get rid of some of the weeds because I do have a lot of little weeds that are trying to creep in. And so I'm just taking those out to make sure that we still have good growth in here without anything choking out the plants. We haven't had a ton of rain, which is kind of a bummer, so hopefully we'll have more rain soon. But another thing that's growing very well is that basil over there. So that's a big basil plant. Also right next to that basil plant is a marigold flower. I had one marigold flower that sprouted up. And then I think there's thyme hidden in here. That's a thyme plant. It's doing okay and getting some shade from this huge cucumber plant. I never moved this yucca that fell over because I'm gonna need some help moving that, and it's just a time thing, and it's been hot out, so I haven't really moved it. But if I move that, I'll have a lot more room for this cucumber plant to sprawl out some more. I was just trying to look in here though to see if I had any more, and it looks like right now I have a little one in there. And oh, there's another one kind of growing up that way. So that's pretty cool. I'm sure I have some more lurking in here. Yep, there's another one. There's a ton of ants, so I have to be careful. But yeah, I'm starting to see some cucumbers. Very exciting times, and they're not like the cucumber in the store because there's nothing, no waxy coating or anything. It's just straight up fresh garden cucumber. If I get a ton of them, I might try and pickle some of them. I have to look and see what variety, look back and see on my seed packet what variety of cucumber I have and see how big they're supposed to get, because this one's that one's pretty skinny, but it's pretty long, so I don't know if it's more of like an English cucumber or what. I also have this grape plant that's doing okay. It has some holes in the leaves that I've noticed, so something's eating it. I do want to plant those mangoes over there somewhere because I think they'll do, uh-oh, I gotta get my water over here. It's overflowing. I'm going to just, another plant that I have right here, which isn't in the best spot because it's kind of going at an angle, so all the water kind of just goes that way, is this Meyer lemon plant. So I need to move some of this out of the way, but the grass over here is kind of taken over. But yeah, I'll probably just leave the water on that guy for a little bit. The pond is doing pretty good. As you can see, I accidentally overfilled it. But that's really okay, and sorry for my sounds. I have a little bit of allergies this morning. I haven't had allergies for a while, but last night they just started to act up again, so. But yeah, this is the pond, how it's looking. I still haven't done anything with it, but everyone's doing good in here. I did have that carcass right there, was a dead bird that I found in it. So that was pretty sad. It was over by the plants and it must have fallen in, or maybe another bird was messing with it and it ended up drowning, I'm guessing, since it was in here. So that was pretty sad. I definitely want to add more ways for animals to climb in and out of here a little bit easier, because it is a little bit, there's not like a ton of exit points with anything that they can hold on to. But yeah, I think things are doing pretty well in here. Definitely want to, when it cools off a little bit, do some more work. I also have all these weeds that are just taking over, so that's another thing. But yeah, all my fishies are in there. I don't know if you guys can see them, but they're all swimming around. I do have a lot more dragonflies in here now. Or the dragonfly larvae. I've noticed quite a few of them in the pond, but my fish are doing well. Like, I don't notice any decline in the amount of fish that I have, so maybe they're getting better at staying away from those dragonfly nymphs in here. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's that. Yeah, everything's pretty crazy looking right now, and I haven't been out here. Honestly, this is the first time I've been out here in a while, so. There's a tiny baby lizard on that wall over there. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's so tiny. Can you guys see that tiny little guy? I wonder what kind of lizard that is. I do have quite a few baby lizards over here. They probably like the shady area, and I do water this area, so I imagine they like that too. Oh, it's going near the pond. There it is. Itty bitty baby. Oh, I wonder if it's gonna try and get a drink or something, or what it's doing. It just ran in the grass. Yeah, anyway, I hope you guys are all doing well. Probably gonna do a water change on the turtle tank. All the animals are doing well. Gonna clean the guinea pig bedding, which is always time consuming. They're very high maintenance, and I would love to get a washer and dryer to just put in my garage somehow, so I can use that washer and dryer for like animal bedding and everything, and like things that I don't want my clothes to be mixed in with in the regular washer and dryer, like dirty towels or rags that I use for cleaning. But that won't be for a while if we're able to get something like that. But yeah, oh, these are kind of pretty. What are these little flowers? Oh, I actually think these are bad. Yeah, those are those like ball looking. It's like a stinkweed or something. It's really bad for dogs. Might be one of the toxic weeds. The flowers look cute, but I'll have to pull that. But anyway, how are you guys doing? How are your home projects doing? Fill me in. I put a pause on selling my shrimp because I'm waiting for them to have more babies and reestablish their colony, which they already are. Like I have so many shrimp. But in a couple weeks I'll probably start selling some of them off again when they get too out of control, which is a good little side way to earn money. And I usually just sell them like $10 for 10 shrimp, which is a really good price. Another reason why people probably are just jumping at it whenever I sell them, because that's $1 per cherry shrimp, and I think in the stores they're maybe like $3 or $4 per shrimp. They're pretty spendy if they have them, because I know at PetSmart and Petco they hardly ever have any shrimp. People buy them up so quick. Eventually I want to try some different kinds of Neo-Caridina's. I'm gonna stick with the Neo variety instead of the Caridina variety because my water is harder and Caridina require a softer, more acidic water, and that would take some special, I'd have to probably get like an RO set up to get the water right, and that would just be a whole other thing to try and get that right. But I'll probably stick with the Neo variety, maybe get some different colors. I think the Blue Dreams or the Blue Shrimp, there's a Neo variety, so I might try and do some blues, some yellows or something. And I would keep them in a species only tank too, because I think they do best when you keep them there at least to get established, and then you can start adding some of those into your other tanks. But my cherry shrimp are doing well, and maybe I'll increase the prices, maybe not, depending on, maybe like 20 for 10, and see if I can get back a little bit more money. I don't think that's a terrible price either. It's still pretty dirt cheap, and so we'll see how that goes. At the same time, I kind of do want to just keep the price low for people, because I think that's a nice thing to do, especially because you run the risk. Shrimp are so sensitive. They like the tanks to be very cycled and mature. I think that's why my shrimp did so well, because all of my tanks are cycled, and they have, they're very stable, so they did well. And I also have like a ton of the Java moss that they use to spawn in, so I think they really like those things. But anyway, I will cut it off here, and hopefully I'll be able to give some like pet updates for you guys so you can see how they're doing. I'm gonna go back inside now though, because the sun is coming out and it's already beating down on me and I'm sweating. It's that time of year where it like doesn't even cool down at night because it's so hot. But anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Always good to hear from anyone that wants to drop a comment. You guys are awesome with leaving tips or feedback for me, because I'm not perfect. I don't do everything right. I mean, I got this craziness out here. It's all kind of experimental, but I love to hear from you guys and see what works, and I don't mind changing things up that I do to make it better, especially when it comes to pet care. I want to give the best to my pets. Plants are kind of a different story. Eventually, maybe I'll crack down and study a bit more on how to do things properly, but right now it's just kind of like compost fun, you know? But yeah, anyway, hope you guys are doing well. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.